making his way to the ring, and a bit of a more upbeat and a higher pace tone for the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
These used to be my ring music for UFC 3.
And here we go. Very, very experienced Jake Badger. I saw him create a few upsets on these shows in the past. I saw him create a few upsets. He beat Reese Pugh before. Reese Pugh is very, very, very tricky, skilled amateur who used to play on these shows. Badger's caused an upset before. Reese obviously won the second fight, but it just shows Badger is never here to make up the numbers. He's a good fighter.
Jay looking confident. We're expecting big work rate from him. Imagine with a more vocal support in the crowd. This is a rematch, as Rob said when we had briefly to Jay about 5-10 minutes ago. I'm told that it was an instant classic.
Yep, we've got a bit of an Albion Wolves derby here in the Black Country. Ledbury coming out in his southpaw stance again, but Badger wasting no time and coming forward, letting them shots go, looking to be the aggressor, force Ledbury back. And there we go. It's turned into a bit of a firefight early, this one.
Quickest pace you've seen at the start fight.
Ooh!
Ledbury with a right hand.
And there we go, and Ledbury getting. Oh, I thought it was an early standing count there, but he just.
What do you think the referee was actually saying?
He's just telling him to not turn his back. He turned on the contact, and obviously then it's illegal shots to the head. You can't be held accountable if the fighter turns. You know, and then lovely backhand there by Badger, and Ledbury's growing into this one a little bit more. He looked like he got caught in a bit of a firefight early. Badger there landing a single shot, and Ledbury catching Badger on the way in.
Ledbury keeping his chin up and his height up, but not allowing him to get the shots off. Great left hand there by Ledbury.
And there we go, Ledbury coming uppercut and then coming with a backhand over the top.
Difficult road to score so far, Rob.
Yeah, it's a good bet, this one. I mean, I did call it. I thought this before of the night. You know, if not Holder versus Dyson, then this one. This is a really, really well matched bout for me. And you just see Ledbury with the West Brom badge on his shorts, Badger with the Wolves badge on his shorts. It's a proper Black Country derby, this one.
We've seen these bouts get interesting before.
Yeah, and there we go. There's a tie up in the middle of the ring. Leaving just letting them work. And there we go. Ooh, just some wild hooks going in there by Ledbury. Boxing with his backhand down there, feet just taking him out.
I'd say I'd like to think. I feel like there's going to be some potentially. They might try to keep this pace up for 3 rounds.
Yeah, you know,
really fast, really good boxing, really great to watch.
Ooh,
great
and
right hand
left hook there. Right hook. Coming from Ledbury there. As that won him the round, and he looked to finish the stronger there, Ledbury.
Difficult one to call, Rob.
Yeah,
really difficult one to call.
For me, I think Ledbury's just edged it for me there in that first round. But like you said, very, very, very close. It depends what the judges are looking for me. You know, if you're looking for someone who's coming forward and being the aggressor, then that's Badger's round. If you're looking for a bit more clinical work, it might be Ledbury's. But we'll see. We'll see at the end of the fight, really.
What I did see was there was a bit of blood on the back of the head of Ledbury. I'm not quite sure if that's his own, if that is Badger's. But obviously someone's landed a shot there that's had that cutting effect. And how do cuts affect you as a fighter, Rob? Is it obviously somewhere there above the eyebrow is going to be detrimental but
you never want to get cut anywhere above the eyes because, like you said, that's where the referees will start to pull it. I always had a nose that just used to bleed. People used to look at it the wrong way and it used to pop. It's been broken several times. And that obviously detrimental factor in that one. It used to affect breathing like really bad, and I used to be unfit at most of the times anyway, Reed. I needed all the oxygen I could get. Anyway, as this one hots up in a second.
Potentially called that wrong, the fight pace is still very high.
Yeah, very. And then Badger forcing Ledbury back.
Ledbury Ledbury ties him up and then they let go, reaching with some wild swings.
There go a lot. The one thing I would say about that lead hand with Ledbury is just turn it over a bit better. He kind of patted it down to Badger there with the lead hand. Just be a bit more creative. Not creative, just turn it over. Just be a bit more technical with it, Jay. Wild swing there, boy.
They seem to have slowed the pace down ever slightly now. We've got to a more clinical fight. However, Ledbury still throwing punches in bunches, as the old saying goes.
Yep, there we go. And Ledbury just trying to get his shots off on the breakdown. Oh,
2 or 3 great shots there, both with the right hand, I believe.
And that's just a bit of a lesson in defence there for Jake. He stepped in with his lead hand down and just got caught.
He's led forward quite a few times now. I think there's potentially been a couple of shots that may have caught towards the backside of Badger's head, but realistically Ledbury can't do anything about it. It's the way his opponents hold himself. And
the one thing Ledbury does very, very well, he comes up with that lead hook and he brings it up from a lower position and you almost can't see that contact coming. You know, and he's done it several times in this one. He's done it again there, you see. You know, just comes up, swings up, bang. And you know, it's the last thing the opponent's expecting. You know, he might step in with a 1-2, throw it a bit lower, come back up, bang, over the top. And he's done it several times. And for me, it's won him the second round. And I've got him 2-0 up going into the third now.
Look from Badger's face there as well. Comfortably, the second round goes to Jay Ledbury. I think the other 2 players there, more clinical, weren't great. Seems to be gassing quite as much further. I think Jay towards the second half of that round really saw him dropped his pace a little bit, coming in trying to get close, shots to the body, trying to basically bring it into his sort of fight.
Yeah, so have we got anything on the feed? Anyone asking anything, saying anything to us, Reed?
Mainly the last question was, do we know what Tom Dyson's voice did sort of thing, so later in the night, I believe
we've got this one, and we've got Andy Mitchell, he's taking on Alex Owen, and a short interval, and then we've got Holder versus Dyson. We know you're tuning in to see that one. It's well coveted, you know. 2 big names on the licensed circuit, clashing heads on that one.
Even just restarts fight after a short stop there. Great to see both men touch gloves, and the pace is back up, so I think we like to see.
And you just see Badger just stumbling there with the legs. I thought his legs had locked a little bit, but he's all good.
Badger trying to work in close. Ledbury with a good head movement.
Backhand over the top by Ledbury. He was definitely into a rhythm now. As he took a step back there, just bounced on his toes and looked to eye up his opposition. Badger forcing the issue now. Just being told about the forearm there by our referee Lee Reed. There we go. See that? There's that left hook, that right hook again. That I just called in it. Just did a little bit of analysis on in the second round, Reed.
Yeah, we've got people saying that Creek again saying that he believes that Ledbury's 2 rounds up. I think that's he's definitely took the second. I think the first, as you said, could have been looked at in a couple of different ways by whoever's judging. We obviously got the call wrong for the last fight in terms of what we believe, so it's never entirely sure.
Yeah, you know it's. But
I think Badger's doing good work in straight in so much that he's
that hook again, that lead right hook just landing flush on the chin of Badger.
And when I say good work, what I mean is he's trying to bring it into a fight that he can win. I think he's having to work close, where I think Ledbury's outworking him with the quicker shots and the more fluid shots, whereas Badger, if he's going to win this, he's going to probably have to try and get a knockdown via a body shot or something like that.
Yeah, you know, if it's Badger, he's got to put everything on the line here. And I think the thing is with Jay, he's a very, very fit lad. He works really hard in the gym, and I know I've emphasised that point quite a lot. But this is where it pays off. You know, when he's spending 3 or 4 hours in the gym, or 2 or 3 hours in the gym, this is where it pays off because he's fit for purpose.
He's 5 minutes 15 to the fight. He's still throwing the big shots.
And that concludes this one. I've got it a Ledbury win. I don't know yourself, Riga, you got that one?
I would go for Ledbury. I think unfortunately now for Badger, it kind of got to the point where, especially that last 10 seconds, he'd earned the clappers, it looked like he was looking for the belt. I think that he's just been outworked. Unfortunately for him, I think Ledbury was just a fitter man, and I think that kind of showed his shots. I do not mind the way that Badger fought that fight. I think that terms of he was working, especially after the rain, he was trying to work his power shots to the body. He was trying to keep it close. I think Ledbury was doing the flashier work of the two, and I think that will ultimately show that he gets a win.
I think, like you said, the thing is with the Badger approach, if you're going to come up, smother, and look to fight in close, you've got to be busy. And I think that's the wrong type of fight to fight against Ledbury, because Ledbury's punch out comes very, very high. But yeah, we'll see how the judges have got it. As Ledbury has his hands in the air, celebrating already, he thinks he's won it. I think he's won it. Let's see if the judges think he's won it. I will try MC with the official decision.
Let's get the ones in the center of the room, please.
Ledbury there trying to play into the crowd. He obviously quite confident to believing that he has won. Badger's currently on the chair. He's been led up by the medics and he seems to have had the all clear as he makes his way to the centre of the ring.
After 3 rounds of action, once again we present the judges' scorecards. It is a unanimous decision.
So we don't have a draw again.
Good performance there by the West Brom man, I've got on this. Fought very, very well.